Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever this video finds you, I hope you're having a rad time. I am the Figure Dude, and on today's unboxing, I have a box that has finally made its way from Wrestling Collector Shop. I pre-ordered a bunch of figures back in May, and I finally got all of the figures in that were in the pre-order, and it made it here. I'm excited. I have a lot of things in here that I have really wanted that I've seen other people getting, and I can't wait to crack into it and show you guys what I got. Without further ado, let's talk about some figures, dude. Alright, like I said, I ordered all this stuff back in May. I do get a lot of stuff from Wrestling Collector Shop. They have a rewards program, and they run deals a lot. So I get a lot of stuff on there just slightly below retail a lot of the times. A lot of the time, if it's not slightly below, it's right at like retail price. And you can get it. I mean, for me, the way I look at it is I save on gas. I save on time. I'm not driving around looking for stuff. For the most part, I try to get what I can online for a decent price, and then I go to stores to hunt the exclusives, which there's a lot of now. But like I said, I get a lot of stuff from Wrestling Collector Shop. You get points for your purchases, which is awesome for people that buy figures, because who doesn't want to get free figures for buying figures, essentially. I did just use some rewards for another package from Wrestling Collector Shop that should be coming relatively soon, but we'll have to wait and see. I've got plenty to hold me over until then. So let's crack into things a little bit. First off here, we've got the Elite 95 Shotzi. Let's move that up here a little bit. I haven't taken anything out of the box. I will go over these a little more once I do crack them out. I got Shotzi, which it looks great, but women's figures tend to sit a lot, so I'm interested to see how that Shotzi does, because it looks awesome. There's so much color, detail. Next, I have the Elite 94 Wesley and Nash Carter MSK. I really don't know a lot about these guys, but I like to have one of everyone in my collection. So these look sweet. I knew I was going to get them, and I got them. I got all this stuff for a pretty good price, all below typical retail. I got Mace, the last official figure to complete my Retribution. I've got everyone else. I don't think there were plans for a Slapjack or whatever. I'll make a custom of him eventually to add to my Retribution, but Mace is already well on his way with the maximum male models or whatever, which I think is just hilarious. I think it's great. But next we have the Elite 95 Eddie Guerrero, which I will buy any and all Eddie Guerreros. I love Eddie Guerrero. My like peak watching period in wrestling was during the Ruthless Aggression era, and I got to follow his entire journey to becoming WWE champ, and that was like one of the highlights as a kid of watching wrestling then. That was just, it was huge. And any Eddie Guerrero Elite, that Ultimate Edition, I can't believe we haven't gotten an Ultimate Edition. Any Eddie that comes out, I'm probably getting it. And I am not sure about that head scan, but when we get to it, I'll take a closer look and see how I really feel. And then the last in this order is the Ultimate Edition Jeff Hardy, which I have seen some up and down reviews on him. I really wanted this attire. This is another Ruthless Aggression guy which Jeff Hardy was my favorite wrestler for like ever. Jeff Hardy, Shawn Michaels are my two favorite wrestlers. Always have been, probably always will be. I've had some guys I've liked here and there, but Jeff Hardy and Shawn Michaels were my childhood like heroes. I jumped off a lot of stuff because of Jeff Hardy. Either the white pants, or he also wore green pants for, I don't even know how many times he wore green pants at Survivor Series in 2002. I think it was, the first ever Elimination Chamber, which also happened to be on my birthday. So that was one of my favorite pay-per-views ever. Still is. I love that pay-per-view. I would have preferred the green-ish looking pants, but I'm not upset about this white. I know a lot of people have been like, why the hell did we get this? And I am not one of those people. I saw this and was like, holy shit, finally, I am getting this. I wasn't able to get the Jax figure in the white pants, which is one of his really good Jax figures. And to be able to get this in my collection, I was really excited about. So I am going to open everything off camera. I'll talk about everything a little bit once they're opened, and we'll be on our way. All right, so I have them all unboxed here. Shotzi's helmet's falling down a little bit. And just taking them out of package, I think they're great. I have some positives and negatives about everything, and I'll probably break these down. Probably the Shotzi and the Mace and Jeff Hardy. I think those three will get their own reviews. Probably won't take a in-depth look at Eddie. It's a pretty run-of-the-mill Eddie Guerrero. It's not much different than what we've normally gotten with him. He does have double jointed arms now, but other than that, formula hasn't changed much. The head scan, I don't really know what emotion they're going for. It's like, I don't mind the buzz cut. I'm glad we got a buzz cut look, but he looks like I don't even know. I don't know what they were trying to get. Looks like he just got caught pooping, which, it's not the look I would want on my Eddie Guerrero figures. We just got the Legends Eddie with the longer hair on top with the blonde highlights, and they absolutely knocked it out of the park. And then turned around and did this one. It sucks. I wish it was a better head scan, because I would absolutely love this figure. But we also so I do have another Eddie on the way. I use my reward points for, and I'm going to turn that one into a Chavo to go with him, so I have a legitimate Los Guerreros tag team from early SmackDown days, back when they had the SmackDown 6 with Los Guerreros, Edge, Mysterio, Angle, and Benoit. Just absolutely love that time. I think Mace is interesting. I like the big bodied, I like big figures. Those are always fun. I like to see the formulas they use for those. Just looking at Shotzi, I haven't really moved her around or anything, but I think the figure looks sweet. I've seen some people be up and down on it. I think it looks pretty cool. The Jeff is kind of what I picture in my mind for that early time. I do have more, those three, they will have their own review, because there's a lot to them that I'd like to talk about that I don't want to spend a ton of time in this video, or else this video is going to be 30 minutes long. And then MSK, I think look awesome. I don't know. I feel like they're not going to sell well. Wes Lee is cool looking, but MSK is not even the thing anymore, because Nash Carter got released. And I feel like they weren't super popular because they never made it off NXT. So I'm glad to get them. I love first time in the line figures. I'm a sucker for first time in the line. I got 4 of them just in this video, in this unboxing. But the true effects, just where Mattel is at right now with their figures, I think they're just killing it overall. There's always going to be small nitpicks, but just looking at these, I think they're great. They feel great in the hand, which is a thing. I know at My Damn Toys, he talks about figures feeling good in the hand, and it is such a thing. MSK feels great in the hand. Mace, it not so much. I think it's kind of, I'll talk about it in the video. Sorry. But yeah, that's my unboxing for today. I'm glad to finally get these. These are all going to look great on the shelf. Eddie, I might need a head swap, so he'll probably be making an appearance on Work in Progress Wednesday in the future. But other than that, that is all I've got for today's unboxing. As always, like, share, subscribe, comment if you have any questions, thoughts, concerns, all that. Figure Dude, out.